What's up guys, FutureGameDev here. We're back for another episode of Random Games. I started this last week with Plants vs. Zombies and you guys seem to like it, so looks like now every Monday I'm going to play a random game until either I run out or you guys get tired of it, but either way it doesn't really matter. This week we are playing Puddle. It's a liquid physics puzzle game that I found. I don't even know when I found this. Probably about a year ago, maybe. That feels about right. It goes on Steam for $8 if you're interested. I don't remember if they have a demo. But basically what you do is you tilt your screen in one direction or the other. And in this level I am playing with coffee. And basically you try and get as much of the liquid as you can into the target. And up in the top right corner, my other right, the top left corner, you can see how much of the liquid you have left. When it turns red, that means you lost a little bit, and it shows you how much of it you lost. And you try and get as much as you can, as fast as you can, without going below that little red line at the bottom. And then once we get here, it shows you your progress. And I guess on this level it is impossible to fail because nobody ever gets a bronze. And it's really interesting, the progression with this level, because you start out with coffee and you can see already somehow it's been purified and now it's water. And it makes some crazy stuff. You end up with, I think we get rocket fuel somewhere on the way. Don't ask me how, but we get from that to stomach fluid. Oh yeah, and since, well, we know what happens to water when it gets hot, when you see these heat vents, you want to try and get over them as fast as possible. That way your water doesn't evaporate. There's some really interesting puzzles with this game, and to be honest, I'm just a big fan of the physics of it. The water. It's a really cool looking game, and if you ever have the money to spend, I would really suggest that you try this out for yourself. You're going to have a lot of fun with it, and it's going to be one of those few games that you're not going to regret getting. I'm pretty sure you can get it on mobile devices. I'm pretty sure it's in the App Store for iOS and the Google Play Store, but I don't remember, one, if it's there, and two, how much it costs. So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure you can get it on your phone or tablet if you have a hankering for it. But yeah, this is Puddle. Right now, every now and then you get these. Whoa, I didn't realize that opened. These, I'll say gravity puzzles, but I'm not sure if it's really gravity that you're working with. Probably more like momentum, where you're swinging up one side to the other to try and hit the buttons to try and get through to the next level. And really, there's some crazy stuff that happens, like this one. You gotta run up the side of it, and then once you're coming back off it, you gotta hit the button. It is a really fun game. So you gotta tilt the screen just right to hit the button. And then you gotta go back, but you also have to make sure you don't lose your water somewhere. And you can see with a lot of places like this, you don't want to move too fast. Really in either direction or you'll burn up. But yeah, I love this game. I finished it a long time ago, but I still haven't gone back to collect all the medals. So I've got that one achievement still nagging me. And I'm kind of an achievement grinder. I want to get these things and I want to get them all. Oh! Now that was a gravity puzzle where you're steering it in the air so it doesn't burn up. Is all the little things, like even the water just bloop, bloop, bloop. All the bobbling around, the little water dribbles. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But it's just a really fun game. I probably won't go 20 minutes with this, but I think I'll play just a little bit more for you guys to see if we can get it to go somewhere interesting. because I know we're in the lab for a while, but then I think at the end it turns into some kind of laboratory experiment and goes into, I think it goes into the garden. Yeah, that might be it. But yeah, I'll play it a few more levels just so you guys can get an idea of it and see if you like it. Because to be honest, I keep saying it. I had a really fun time with this game, and that's really the beauty of indie games is they don't cost a lot usually. Like there's somewhere between $5 or $10 most of the time, unless there's some really big game, and then they're really good, incredibly good. I think Minecraft is one of those perfect examples, and it just does one little thing like this. You're just water going through puzzles, but it does it amazingly well. And that's one thing I really liked about indie games, and that's probably what's going to make this whole random games series work for me. Is I bought a couple Humble Bundles a while back, and I'll explain that in a minute. So I bought a lot of those, and I've got tons of indie games that I bought that I really enjoyed, just sitting around, and I never really had anybody to share them with until now. And now I've got almost 50 of you to share it with, and hopefully you're liking it. So I said I would explain Humble Bundle. For those of you that don't know, if you do know, bear with me. I know there's a lot of people that didn't know it, like me. Every now and then, game developers will come together and put their games in what is called a Humble Bundle. You can go to that website, humblebundle.com, and you can buy it. The beauty of it, though, is it is pay what you want for the game. So you could pay $1 if you wanted for all of these games that they've put into this pack, and you would save a lot of money. But what else it does is, if you pay more than the average of what people are paying, you can get more games, which is always cool. But the biggest thing with Humble Bundle is they're doing it for charity. They're doing it for it's Child's Play charity, and I'm pretty sure what Child's Play does is they collect money to go and get. I think they go and they get video games and toys and stuff to bring to. I think it's kids in ICU units that are they're about to get out. They've had. Oh, I died. You can't. They've been out. They've been in the hospital for a while, working on getting better from whatever it is they had. And then these people come in and they give them. Like, I would imagine somebody coming into their room with like an Xbox One or a PS4 or something, something mind-blowing that they probably never would have been able to afford, and then they get to play it. They've got games to go with it, and then they get to take it home with them because so many people came together and they bought these, and they went and they bought these games for charity, and now these kids have something really fun to do now that they're either in the hospital or out of it. So that's Humble Bundle, and I think there's one going right now. I don't remember what games are in it, but if I remember, I will link that below so you guys can look at it. That's how I got this game. That's how I got Puddle and probably 3 to 5 others, but I honestly don't remember which ones they were. Oh, I died again. But yeah, that's Puddle. That's me talking. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is a really fun game. Whoa, I'm not sure what that was. But yeah, if you think this is something that's interesting, go try it out, because I promise the rest of the game just gets crazier and crazier from here. Just try and imagine yourself playing this game, but your gastric fluid inside somebody's intestines. Or your rocket fuel trying to get into the ship and then you launch off into the moon. Or you're a fire truck launched in the water. You actually do that. You put out a fire from a fire truck, There's so many things that happens with Liquid. We were just coffee rolling off the desk into a laboratory. It gets insane. So if you enjoyed it, go look it up. I'm going to link that and Humble Bundle below for you guys. And if you enjoyed, leave a like. Random Games is going to continue every Monday probably until I run out of games or have money to buy more. And I will see you tomorrow. So until next time, unless the internet explodes, I'm the Future Game Dev. You guys take care.
Introducing Humble Bundle PC and Android 10. It's pay what you want, DRM free, cross-platform, and helps charity. Skulls of the Shogun. You Shogun enjoy this game for those that beat the average, making its Mac, Linux, and Android debut. Breach and clear. Just another day of bringing your team to the office. Except that the office is full of guys with machine guns who want to kill all of you. Also for those who beat the average. Metal Slug 3. Time flies when you are having fun killing giant flies. Also for those who beat the average, making its Mac and Linux debut. Field Runners 2. Also for those who beat the average. The enemy can run, but they cannot hide from your towers and towers of assault weaponry. Symphony, making its Mac, Linux, and Android debut. A game that finally lets me take my Pat Benatar love as a Battlefield MP3 and turn it into a battlefield. Draw a Stickman. Epic. Why so serious? Say how do you doodle to this game about the luck of the draw. What is your drawing and how did you doodle? Galcon Legends, making its Android debut. Try every angle to take over the galaxy. And a customizable portion of each contribution will be going to support the Child's Play charity and the Electronic Frontier Foundation. So head on over to humblebundle.com. And remember, this promotion won't last forever, so please tell your friends. Tweet about it, Facebook share it, like the video on YouTube, and do what you plust to spread the word on Google.